evening, everybody. Welcome to HEALTHline. I am Gregory Zarian, and sitting next to me is a new member to the HEALTHline team. She's a model, supermodel, actress, and a lifestyle go-to gal nationally, the lovely Jennifer Jimenez. Jennifer, it is so great to have you here.
Thank you so much. What an honor to be part of your team now and join you. I'm really excited about this new venture and journey.
And we're excited to have you. And let me just start off with, we met modeling. We met modeling years and years and years ago, and we met modeling and smoking, and smoking in Europe.
Smoking in Europe, I mean, smoking anywhere back in the day. You know, if you're not walking the streets of Paris or Milan and you don't have a cigarette, you're not cool. Like in the fashion industry, everybody is cool by smoking.
And we wanted to be cool. And I got to say, I broke being cool 7 years ago. I quit. So here's my question tonight, because the whole conversation about tonight is how to quit smoking. We want to help you get off something so small that dictates everything you do in your life. So joining us are two rock star doctors from Glendale Adventist Medical Center, the director of the intensive care unit, Dr. Saeed Safi, and awesome pulmonologist, Dr. Lucine Simonians. Doctors, it is so great to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. You know, I'm just going to start with the first question here. One of the things that I know a lot of people ask is, when I'm a smoker, why is it so hard to quit? You know, a lot of people are always asking that. What is it?
Dr. Safi?
Well, there is some truth in it. Just if you start smoking, the best prevention for smoking is just don't start it. When you start for a few years, you could just.
That is so much easier said than done.
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Because as we were talking, and sorry for interrupting, is also peer pressure. A lot of kids think smoking is cool.
But what happens when some people take that first cigarette, that first inhale? It's over. It's done. It's like an addiction kicks in.
Well, not going to happen the first basically few weeks, but over a period of a few years, you're going to have a nicotine basically addiction. So that's part of that one. And big part of that one is actually just more psychological, just problems that you could.
So it's more mental.
More mental.
Yes, exactly.
Doctor, how did somebody start? Just by the peer pressure, or?
Actually, there are studies showing that people start smoking in early adulthood, or when they're teenagers. That's when their first cigarette starts. By, as you said, the peer pressure, it's fashionable and whatever you say. And then, besides, as Dr. Safi said, it's psychological addiction, it's also the physical addiction, because there is a nicotine which is very addictive to your body. And then later on, when you try to quit smoking, then it's already hard.
It's kind of like finding that perfect relationship and then breaking up with the best relationship I've never had. Okay, when we come back, Jennifer, are going to ask our doctors to share with you the signs and symptoms and just what you need to know about making something so small be so little in your life. Do not go away.
I'm Dr. Simonians. I'm a pulmonologist working at Glendale Adventist Medical Center. I'm here to give you a health tip. Please quit smoking. There are many ways we can help you. There are many over-the-counter and prescription medications. There are support groups. Please talk with your doctor to see which one fits you the best.
Welcome back to HEALTHline. I am Gregory Zarian, and my co-captain tonight is the lovely and talented supermodel, Jennifer Jimenez. And tonight we are here to share with you how to kick the habit of smoking. Joining us are doctors from Glendale Adventist Medical Center, Dr. Lucine Simonians, pulmonologist, and the director of intensive care, Dr. Saeed Safi. And I just want to share with all of you what is in a cigarette. Tobacco and nicotine, and there are approximately 600 ingredients in cigarettes, and when they are burned, they create more than 4,000 chemicals. Wow. That is staggering.
It is, and I love where you left off, saying that, the nicotine is what creates the habit. But is it, for someone like me, like a viewer, I want to know, is it the nicotine or is it the chemicals that get you hooked?
Well, I want the people to understand the nicotine itself gives you the addiction. This is what hooks you to cigarette. But it's nicotine, not the nicotine only, that gives you all the health problems that we have. As Gregory mentioned, that there are so many chemicals. So
it's the chemicals that actually create all the health problems.
Besides the
nicotine. Besides the nicotine. So when they're married together, that's what creates it.
Exactly.
Is there one chemical that is more than the other? Like people say it's rat poison.
Hey, rat poison.
Or, is there something more than the other?
Not really. All
No.
of them are bad.
In one little stick, you have all 4,000 chemicals.
Pretty much. And when you burn them,
That's sad.
they start making even more, they become more poisonous.
It's kind of like lighting a match in your throat. So as you're talking doctors, so then what are the physical risks? What actually happens? I mean, we're aware of cancers and stuff. What type of cancers are
Let's start it
presentable?
actually just the lung cancer is just by far is just caused by nicotine or
Period.
smoking.
Okay.
But the disease that is very disabling, and there's still some people they think that, well, if they don't have a lung cancer, so it's okay, it's a COPD or chronic obstructive bronchitis. That I have many patients with
That's the coughing that people always have when they're a
exactly,
smoker.
and many patients after 20, 25 years of smoking, and that I have in my basically private practice, they come at one point of their age that is like 40 years or 50 years of smoking, and they want to really basically get rid of smoking, and at that point they quit and they are very successful, but the disease is so severe that they end up with oxygen and they lose their social life and they cannot go anywhere without oxygen and become depressed, and that is really sad when you see that.
So not only is it a coping mechanism for people who smoke, they use that to smoke to not be so stressful or deal with stress, but it's also a mental obsession where they need to have it as well as a physical obsession. But what happens, with people say, oh, when you stop smoking, how do you do it? Do I just quit slowly? Do I quit all at once? And do I get sick?
Or do what I do, because I quit cold turkey. I just said, I'm done, and I
How
stopped.
did you do that? You just one day said, I'm
I
done?
just, I was just at my wit's ends with health, and my doctor said, if you don't quit something, you're going to be in trouble. She actually said, if you don't quit smoking or whatever you're doing, you're going to die. And I thought, that's not a great option here. So I finally just on one Sunday killed my cigarette because my mother passed away from esophageal cancer. I think you doctors know that. So that
so
is
sorry.
probably, thank you, that is probably the most effective way, isn't it? To just say, I am done and stop. True or not?
Well, there is of course truth in it, but the stopping smoking, it's very individualized. You cannot just say to one patient, you stop cold turkey as you did. This is one of the best way, and bravo, you did it.
Because I wanted to. I really wanted to stop.
But
And-
I know a lot of people who really want to, but they can't.
Can't. So what do you say to them?
Then that's where we come to help. It's not, first of all, as you mentioned, you have to want to quit.
Okay.
It's not like a high blood pressure that I give you the medication and doesn't matter you want it or not, it's going to work. You have to decide that you want to quit smoking. And there are the doctors, there are the medications, there are the support groups that are here to help you. And as I said, each patient, each person is individualized. One could quit like cold turkey, another needs time by weaning the cigarettes off. Another needs more group support, quit with the friends. So it should be very, very individualized.
Fantastic. So, we hope that we've piqued your interest in regards to wanting to stay stopped with cigarettes. It's an individual choice and you have to want to do it.
Yeah.
More on how to stay stopped and put that cigarette down and what are healthy alternatives when we come back. Do not go away. Hi, are you a member of Facebook? I am, because I like to know all that my friends and family are doing. Wait, did you know that HEALTHline has its very own Facebook page? All you got to do is go to Facebook, type in HEALTHline, find us, click like, and become part of the conversation about health, lifestyle, and the community. We post links, health tips, suggestions from you, the community, about what you do to lose weight, de-stress, have a happy, healthy lifestyle. Become part of the HEALTHline conversation. We will see you on Facebook.